Do I quit the show now or what? What are we talking about? Why is it that when they're having this conversation on the 5th, the 4th and the 5th, that in the media, oh, these boys didn't even care about him. These boys didn't go searching for him. These boys deleted stuff out his phone. These boys did all this other stuff. These boys didn't kill him. But the communication on the back end looks like this. Until Benjamin Crump gets involved. Before we get back to the show, I want to tell you guys about Synergy. If you're tired of energy drinks that spike you up, make you jittery, and then crash you later, Synergy is built differently. Synergy Day gives you clean, steady energy and focus with natural caffeine from green tea. Synergy Night helps you wind down so that you can rest, you can wake up clean, not groggy. It's a simple day and night system made with natural ingredients, no sugar spikes, and no synthetic stimulant overload. Go to synergylife.com and try it for yourself. Better energy, better rest, better rhythm. Let's look at the text message that was sent. And you tell me that Warren Hudson murdered her son. Now, just so you guys know, Warren initiated this phone call and communication with Christine Wells. He called her the night that Nolan did not come back like they expected. He asked her, is it okay if I call the Coast Guard? They had a short communication, and he calls the Coast Guard. He told me in the interview that we interviewed him on that he told Miss Christine that he had Nolan's phone and keys. That's what he said he told her. Now, if you done kill somebody, 9 times out of 10, you ain't talking to their mama. But listen how the conversation went, though. I'll read them to you. Warren, where's his car? I think, what is this, on the 4th? This is on the 4th at, let me look over here because at 11:15 p.m. Warren, where's his car? At Jax's house. Where is that? Can you send me the address where you guys launched? Yes, ma'am. He goes on to send her the address. What was the last time you saw him? He said 3 p.m. and sent her to actual location. That don't seem like somebody that's trying to obstruct or hide something. What happens next? What was he wearing? Black shorts and sunglasses. Now, in the interview, he told me that he thought they were black. We see now that it's blue. He said he thought it was black shorts. Can you call, I guess that's the lady at DMR. He says, on the phone with Coast Guard now. I will after, yes, ma'am. They're communicating. If she had a question or a concern or what, she could text it to him right here. He's responding to her, yes, ma'am. Can you call DMR? Yes, ma'am, I will. I'm on the phone with the Coast Guard right now. On the phone with the Coast Guard doing what? Trying to coordinate them to look for his friend Nolan. She don't say, she's not, this doesn't sound like, this some random kid. She says, thank you so much. We have to file a missing person report. So one more time, tell me exactly where you saw him last. I'm so sorry. I am asking you to repeat this. It does not seem like she got a problem with him. He says, no problem. 3 p.m., west tip, north side of Horn Island. Where did you guys launch from? He sent her another ping of where they launched from. Told her exactly where he saw Nolan and what time. Okay. He said, we launched the boats yesterday evening and left from here this morning. Does this sound like a kid that trying to cover up a murder? Giving her exactly where you launched from? Giving her your exact locations? Here we go again. It says Nolan's dad is at the house to pick up the keys. Warren, it said Jax's house, not Warren's house. But she told him Nolan's dad is at the house to pick up the keys. Hey, Warren, what kind of sunglasses was Nolan wearing yesterday? I'm pretty sure Ray-Bans, Miss Christine. Then he goes on to say, hey, Miss Christine, just wanted to check in. We went out this morning to look, and I've been on and off the phone with Jackson County Sheriff's Office today. If you need anything, at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. Do I quit the show now or what? What are we talking about? Why is it that when they're having this conversation on the 5th, the 4th and the 5th, that in the media, oh, these boys didn't even care about him. These boys didn't go searching for him. These boys deleted stuff out his phone. These boys did all this other stuff. These boys didn't kill him. But the communication on the back end looks like this until Benjamin Crump gets involved. Okay, let me continue. She says, thank you. We are all praying for your family. We appreciate it. What is the make, go back. What is the make and model of boat you guys were on? What does he do, y'all? He says, Nolan went out on the 22 Trident offshore. I was on the 24 Tide Line on the way out. We were on separate boats. I went back on the Triton. DMR and the sheriff's office have all this information also. Then why you get out there and get on there and put a picture of all these boys on the boat? They were last seen with them. He said he didn't even ride on the boat with Nolan. All right. It's a lot to read, so let me try to read this real quick. He says, hey, Warren, can you collect any of Nolan's items left at Jax's house? It looked like there was a duration of time between that text and a response, which was the 20th when we were in Mississippi on Nolan at Nolan's funeral. And this is what what Warren wrote Miss Christine. Good morning, Miss Christine. I just wanted to let you know that my family and I have been praying for you and your family. Nolan was one of my best friends since we were in 8th grade together. You and Mr. Elmore raised one of the best men I've ever met. I wish that I could be there today, but I would never want to take the attention off of your family and Nolan and be a distraction. Thank you for being the best parents that Nolan could have. Now, does this sound like a deranged white racist that killed a guy that wasn't even his friend? But yet he's saying he's praying for you? And yet he explained exactly why he didn't come to the funeral. But you don't put that out in the media. You don't frame it like this. You let the world eat these boys alive. He told you exactly why he didn't go to the funeral. You let everybody get out there and say all these things about your son's friends. And I heard a lot more about Christine, and I'm not going to publicly say anything about it. But I heard a lot about it. Somebody gave me a whole rundown of all this stuff. And I do not understand why this had to be about race and it couldn't be about a community coming together to find out what happened to Nolan. It's a shame. It's a shame. And the part that makes me upset because this injustice that has happened in part is perpetuated by black people. I hate to see black people acting like this. The world is laughing at you and you are being mocked by the world because this is illegitimate and irresponsible from the world's perspective. To put some young 18-year-old kids out there and letting them get death threats and won't even correct the script. Won't even say, I spoke to Warren, he seemed like a good kid, y'all lay off of these boys. There's no reason for my son to be gone and these other boys to be, y'all be threatening lives. They had nothing to do with it so far. We have no evidence that Warren had nothing to do with it. I've been in communication with Warren. He told me if I need anything, I can go to him. If I need something, I'll text Warren. Why is this not in the media?